Hi everybody, once again welcome back to my channel. As in the previous class, we have discussed about the three economic systems, how in this three economic system the basic economic problems would have been solved. Today in this video, let us discuss about the last cover topic in the first lesson, that is approaches of economics. Approaches of economics are nothing but the methods or the ways what we use to study the economy. ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವನ್ನು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇರೋಂಥ ವಿಧಾನಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ವಿಧಾನಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. Different people will study with the different methods. Likewise, the economists were provided different methods to approach the economics. There are mainly four types of approaches we have. One is positive and normative economic approach. Another one is micro and macro economic approach. Next one, deductive and inductive economic approach. Then static and dynamic economic approach. But as per the 12th standard, second PUC, you don't need to study these two. You have to mind only about positive and normative, then micro and macro. Let's come to the first one, positive and normative. So now, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಜ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಸ್ತವಿಕ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ವಾಸ್ತವಿಕ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾದರಿ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಣೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಎನಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೊಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೊಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ನೀವೇ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. If you select any one topic to study, that topic you will study by keeping some ideas. So positive will tell one idea to you, study that topic says what was and what is. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಹೀಗೇಗಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ಯೂರ್. ಹೌ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ it was? Indians were treated Indian rivers like a holy, like a goddess and god. Why? When those rivers were crossing across the mountains and then hills and all, while they are moving in the forest and all, that water was mixed with the many kinds of leaves, plants and some branches of the trees. It would have been touched, so that all medicine content, whatever it was there inside that roots and leaves and all, it was mixed that water, so that water has become very pure and it was acted like a medicine. Like that Indian water system we had. But nowadays, if you drink the present water, we will infect by lot of diseases. So likewise, what was and what is? Once upon a time, India was very poor and backwarded country. But now, India is being means it is developing country. It is well growing country nowadays. That is positive study or positive economics. Means what was and what is. Normative economics in the sense, if you studied anything as what should be done and what should not be done. For example, in India, population become too high. To control the population, what you have to do and what we should not do. Our Indian environment already polluted. To control that pollution, what we have to do being Indian and what we should not do. Likewise, anything you studied, that we can call it as a normative economics. Next, another one is micro and macro. So microeconomics, what it studies, if you studied any topic like on part by part as an individual unit, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೂರ್ತು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಭಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಡೀಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ at a time everything you studied together, that is what macro study. For example, if you take the growth of Indian population or Indian population growth, like that if you are going to study, then causes for growth of Indian population, effects of growth of Indian population, then measures to solve the problems of Indian population. Likewise, if you study as a segments, as in part by part, that is micro study. Macro study in the sense, you won't study anything like that all together at a time you study, that we can call it as a macro study. ಎಲ್ಲನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು macro. ಇಲ್ಲಿ aggregates, averages, likewise we can use. But here single consumer, single producer, single state, single country, single person, single consumer producer, single seller. Likewise, if you study, that is micro study. ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಇದು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಹಂತಗಳಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ದೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್, ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್. I hope you all understood. Thank you. So here, first lesson, all the topics I have covered. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.